culture continues to thrive. A dark, unknowing threat begins to grow, taking over communities across the globe. The villainous team known as Culture Vulture lands at the front door of Blurred Culture, demanding ownership of this beautiful world, wreaking havoc and causing mass destruction every step of the way. And with all hope lost, and the culture on the brinks of being overran, Deuce is the Yaness of podcasting, Picardi Sensei the master of branding, and Didge the technical tactician. Collectively known as Geekset has emerged once again to help blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together in one place. Tune in as Geekset curates the culture, celebrates our heroes, start the discussion on important topics, and take this culture to new, legendary heights that the world can be proud of. Geekset, do what you love and love what you do.
All right. Welcome back to the Geekset Podcast, only podcast that blend hip-hop culture and geek culture together. I'm your boy Deuces. With me, I got my man Picardi Sensei.
What's good, everybody? How are we doing today?
We are doing great, and as always, I got my man Didge.
What is happening, people?
Man, what's been up, man? I feel like we've been doing a lot. We made some announcements.
Definitely made some announcements.
Man.
We unveiled that we will be at DreamCon.
DreamCon.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
We're doing
We have a panel.
The Black Geek
Oh, yeah, this was on the last two. Yeah, the last 2 weeks ago. Yeah,
and,
a lot of.
Bro, just as I've been like prepping.
You ain't gonna give us the horn. You should have given us the horn for the DreamCon announcement. All right, say we at Dream. We gonna be at DreamCon.
Right, so we gonna be at DreamCon. Gotta get the horn.
Why did you have to do it?
Because I wanted.
To be fair, we was too much talking.
I'm part of it too. You know what I'm saying?
But as I've been going and like prepping and preparing and everything, and like just kind of going over everything, bro, I really cannot wait till we kind of get to tell this story and this journey about the panel. I mean, we still gotta figure out like the method and like the formation of this panel. You know what I'm
the
saying?
logistics and everything. Yeah,
but like just going over it and thinking about it and talking about it is like, yo, we really like went on a whole journey, dog.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm saying the really good thing about it is the fact that, like I said, like it's great that we are able to do it a year later. You know what I'm saying? Like the fact that we, the goal was it started at DreamCon and we kind of hit that ground running and we said ourselves that we gonna try to end this at Dream, you know what I'm saying, and come back, and the fact that we get to come back to a second DreamCon and
SD card sitting on top of there.
An SD card sitting on top of where?
The speaker.
No,
I see a battery.
That's cool.
No, because I
got terrified for a second. I was like, I don't remember putting an SD card in there.
I put it on the top and I told him.
And now,
I was like, I don't remember doing it.
Do you remember?
It's recording.
Yeah, I don't think it can record to nothing, G.
Yeah.
But yeah, we like, you know what I'm saying? Even like the stories, the walk, like the thing. And like when we was on Anime After Dark last night, me and Didge, we was, they was asking like, we was telling them like, yeah, we're going to vlog going all the way down there. And they're like, yo, that's a ride and everything. But I'm just like, that's the
people get like, whoa, when you tell them you drop it.
But that's the perfect way to cap it off. If you think about it, you know what I'm saying? We're going to have that drive of like the people that's involved with the documentary. Yeah. And we're just going to be down there reflecting, chopping it up, having conversations, and then going to DreamCon. And then that's really like the unveiling. Because I was telling them, I'm like, we treating this like our Comic-Con. Like we're releasing a teaser trailer.
We the biggest thing coming to DreamCon. You know what I'm saying? I want you to understand that. You know what I'm saying?
So it's like, I'm really excited for that. You know what I'm saying? And then like the response, man. So many people was just like really excited for DreamCon. Yeah, excited for our panel. So I appreciate that.
Yeah,
you know
I mean, like I said, it's a full circle. I think we made a nice splash the first time that we went last year, and the fact that we was able to meet a lot of people, interview, like the fact that we was able to start putting that in everybody's ear at that moment. Like we're doing a documentary, we started getting a couple people on board, knowing that we're gonna go back the second time. It's gonna be a lot of people wanting to be a part of this documentary now, because we've had a year to really talk about it and kind of have our moments, whether we was at another convention or whatever, that we had these moments to kind of spread the fact that we're working on this. So being able to give DreamCon the ability to see the first official, trailer, and, we get to kind of bring it back there. Because, I mean, I'm assuming we're going to be definitely back on year 3 talking about the motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Well, that's when you bask in it.
Yeah. Well, because also remember, like, there's 2 layers to this that we're going to talk about it when we get there. But, like, this was our ground footage, getting all the footage, the B-rolls and everything, and we talked to people of the culture, and that was one of the things we always said. We don't want this to be celebrity driven. There's going to be a celebrity aspect to it, but we want the culture to have a voice. And so we spent a good chunk of time talking to the culture. So now the last step, or not the last step, but the next step would be, all right, we got to knock out these celebrity interviews real quick, and then we get to the cutting board with Champ and really fleshing out the story of the documentary and everything.
Yeah.
Like, so that's going to be crazy. And so it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we definitely going to have to come back because, like I said, even though that this is the teaser trailer, once we get the official thing done and we start doing all that and going all that, like, that's where we're going to have to go out and do all that. So, I'm just super excited.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. We still got to get, I mean, RDC World we got to get that interview.
Well,
I'm putting that out there.
That's what I was telling them last night. I was like, the groundwork has been laid. Now it's marketing time. Now it's sharing our excitement with the world and making sure that they're as excited as we are.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's still a lot of hard work to be done with it. I'm excited for that ride. I'm not even talking about the drive down there. I'm just talking about the ride of getting this from now to completion, but also excited for that road trip.
I'm being truthful with you. I'm excited to just be on some fucking vacation somewhere.
The boat. I'm really excited for the boat.
I mean, I ain't been on a boat party in a very long time, and I haven't been on a cosplay boat party or not necessarily a geek boat party ever. You know what I'm saying?
Ever. Never been on a geek boat party. This is going to be. I haven't been on a boat since my birthday.
You was on a boat on your birthday?
Last year?
No, not last year. When was that? When we did? Did you come on that birthday?
Maybe. Y'all was on the boat?
Yeah, it was my birthday. It was AD birthday. We was all on the boat. It was on that boat? Easy, fresh, and them. Everybody was there. Yeah, I was waiting for a geek set.
Y'all had a margarita boat cruise? Was it a margarita boat cruise?
That was definitely the Idlewives.
It was whatever boats that they be offering downtown.
That's definitely the Idlewives.
It was Idlewives, yeah.
Yeah, so
that's the margarita boat cruise.
That's that boat. We had that boat, and that was the matter of fact. If I keep it a bean, that was the first time that I was actually on a boat out at sea, and that wasn't even sea. That's a lake. So I never been on a boat at sea.
To be fair, you're not finna be on a boat.
But
that was my first time really on a big boat.
Like, you just on a large body of water. Like, I'm out here on the water.
You about to be on another lake, because I'm pretty sure Austin is landlocked.
Yeah, I think it is too. Yeah. So, either way it goes, like I said, I'm excited about that. You know what I'm saying? And that's going to be the time, because we really ain't going to be doing no work at that time. That's what I'm saying.
It's a long drive, and then we get there.
It's also going to be different from last year, because last year we were so much locked in the interview room.
He was.
Whereas this year, Deuces and I were already talking about, there's certain panels we gotta hit.
Yeah.
You know, there's certain stuff that we gotta hit, and I already got an idea of what I want for the vlog. So it's like, I already know for a fact it's gonna be different, because there's in no way that we can be locked in this panel room or in this interview room all day, because there are other aspects that I have to hit personally, because I know I want it to be showcased in the vlog.
Right.
And with you not being on Twitter, there's a lot that you're missing about DreamCon. So that dude Kai Cenat, he's coming to DreamCon.
Oh, is he?
Yeah, he's gonna be there. But on his
he wild.
On his stream,
he wild. Yeah, I see. Yeah.
Oh no, you didn't see.
No, he didn't.
I saw the fireworks.
No, I ain't talking about that. So before that,
that
was wild.
The day before that, on his stream, you know how big his audience is. Yeah. He told his whole stream, "Hey, I'm gonna be at DreamCon. Hey, y'all pull up. Y'all don't need no tickets. Just pull up." So it's gonna be wild.
I was the nigga running it, and I
was like, what's the name? Ain't jump on his live? I'm like, bro, no, what you doing, bro? Like, Mark like, what is this? No, what the fuck is you talking about?
And then DreamCon threw a wrench in a lot of people's onboarding plan. Originally, early registration on that Thursday was from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m.
I was like, we eat,
because we was able to get there, get it in. Then midday, they changed it to 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. Nigga, we gonna be on a boat.
4 to 8?
Yeah, we gonna be on a boat.
So we'll be registering.
We're gonna be registering Friday morning.
They wild motherfuckers had something to do that morning.
You think he sent it out? Some niggas like, hey.
Who doing this? You know what I'm saying? Who doing this?
Who gonna be at 10 in the morning?
I told you my schedule started Friday, nigga. I told y'all that. You know what I'm saying?
Like, it had to be somebody at UAL, because that's who they outsource to. They bring the Urban Anime Lounge to do all their logistical stuff.
I ain't gonna be able to do it.
Somebody fight don't get into that morning.
What time? Nigga said
10 a.m.
Nigga said, I'm just getting in at 10. What you talking about?
Talking about some 10, man. Hey, so I saw this post right on Twitter, and I wanted to bring it to y'all. Because they had the villain Mount Rushmore, right? So on the villain Mount Rushmore, and somebody had made a case, and then now it just made me start thinking like, damn, yo, there's a couple of people that I legit can fight for.
Like petty villains?
No, villains. Just comic book villain Mount Rushmore. They got Doom, they got Joker, they got Darkseid, and they got Thanos. Those were the 4, right? And I'm like, that's a solid 4. But then the person who, he was like, bro, y'all not having Reverse Flash on this is a travesty. And I said, damn. Reverse Flash, he legit is top, but I'm like, I can't figure out a legit reason to take out any of those 4 I named.
There isn't that many other good Marvel villains other than Thanos.
So I'm gonna take out Thanos.
You can put Magneto on.
So I'm gonna take out Thanos because I feel like a lot of the heavy hits that you get from a Thanos,
Doom's Marvel.
You get it from a Darkseid.
He don't got a helicopter though.
I got Darkseid. Listen,
I would pick Thanos over Darkseid because Thanos got a helicopter.
What? Nah, Nick. Darkseid packing out Thanos.
Thanos got a helicopter.
So the Omega beams can move. G.
Thanos got a helicopter, my guy. You know what I'm saying?
Norman Osborn is another one.
So like I'm saying with that, I feel like a lot of the stuff that you getting from a Thanos that you want from that villain, you getting already from a Darkseid. So you could take. I think you could take out Thanos. If you're saying who do I take out? I think Thanos is the one you can take out.
So my one that I was like, he should be up there, but I don't know who to take out is Reverse Flash. But I don't know who to take out.
I mean, it would be Thanos.
Then that's where you get the other shot of it.
I can't take out Thanos,
I don't know if I can take out Thanos for Reverse Flash. I'm saying if you could find a 4th villain, Thanos is your weak link.
So what about is?
But he found the 4th.
Is Lex not up there?
No, but Reverse Flash ain't a good enough villain to take out.
Is Lex not up there?
Lex might be up there.
Lex, Lex to me is in the same realm as like Doom.
Thanos has more personality than Darkseid.
He got a helicopter.
Bro, stop going back to that. He's still
getting packed out.
Bro, that nigga went to a bank and got a loan out and got a helicopter. Bro, or had a nigga make it.
Shoot that helicopter out with the Omega beams, dog.
I don't think he would have got a loan for the helicopter.
It's not a bulletproof.
I think he was at Bank of America, like. So yeah, I want to do a little bit more flying.
I need to get around faster. You know what I'm saying?
But Joker is staying for sure. That's
Joker stays.
Joker stays.
Doom stays.
Of greatest villains of all time.
That's what I'm saying. My Rushmore is you trying to really say goats, and that's really hard for me to pick.
I do think Lex has to be one of those. I don't.
Mine is too. It's hard because it's like that's what I'm saying. Like, I think
want to hear what
it's the same thing you said about it's the same thing you said about the Thanos and Darkseid thing. Like Doom and Lex to me would be in the same. Like I couldn't put both of them in, so I would have to pick. You know what I'm saying? Like
you picking Lex over Doom. If I'm choosing between Doom over Lex, there's no way I'm putting Lex over Doom.
Yeah, I would still pick Doom over. Like
I'll put Doom over.
Doom damn near took the whole universe until like Doom was on some.
Yeah, Doom has to stay. Doom
was a human that turned to Thanos Darkseid level threat. But Lex ain't never been that threat.
Yeah, Lex had to put a suit on.
I mean, Doom has powers. Like Doom got powers.
I mean, that's what I say. Like, does well, no, because Joker human is a bitch too.
Joker human is a bitch.
I'm about to say that.
Joker doesn't. I would never take Joker off a top villain list.
I mean, you can't. Only reason you can because I feel like every villain acknowledges Joker is like this nigga's really the craziest nigga I've ever met in my life. Mm-hmm. Like,
I'm thinking Lex because Lex consistently is a threat. I saw that. Yeah,
Bo said he picking Lex over Darkseid.
He has no respect for Darkseid. He came out immediately said he'd take out Darkseid.
Yeah, he did.
He has no respect for Darkseid.
Bro, don't fuck with Darkseid at all.
Lex is consistently a threat.
So who's your 4? Who's your 4 on your Mount Rushmore?
Darkseid. I think I might take this 4 and then just trade Thanos for Lex.
Okay. Who's your 4?
Doom, Thanos.
This helicopter is really convincing. This nigga must want a helicopter, dog.
Hey, Thanos was a real nigga, fam. You know what I'm saying? He had logic. You know what I'm saying? Darkseid was just like, bro, I don't like y'all niggas here. I'm just going, you know what I'm saying? Thanos had logic. You know what I'm saying?
Getting a helicopter is logic?
He had to get one to get around. That means he sat somewhere and was like, you know how the fuck I'm going to get from here to here?
Which is wild.
Bro, he got
So this is Thanos without the gauntlet, clearly.
Right.
If he had the gauntlet and still got a helicopter, you lose points.
That's why you got to that's why
you couldn't do this.
Thanos got it out the mud, bro. Like you got to understand that Thanos was doing so much hijinks till he realized like there was a glove, and he like. So I ain't gotta use all this helicopter and all this shit I had no more. I ain't gotta do all that. No more. No more. That's why that shit was in the junkyard in Loki. Like he got rid of that bitch. Like nigga, we done with that motherfucker. Like. So I mean, but that's what I'm saying. He got out the mud though.
So you picking Thanos off because he was
because he was a real nigga.
He used his brain.
That's not real nigga though.
He was a real nigga, bro. If you think about all the old shit, if you look up hijinks that Thanos was doing back in the, this nigga was kicking babies. This nigga was riding helicopters. He was petty as a bitch, bro. Getting it out the mud till that nigga see he came up. Somebody told this nigga about some stones. He's like, wait, what?
So I just put him in the glove?
What?
Oh shit.
And now you the baddest motherfucker on the planet. Now you the baddest nigga on the planet, man.
All right, so you got.
You said Thanos Doom.
I said Thanos Doom. Who the fuck was I about to say? I had somebody too.
You said Joker earlier.
Oh yeah, Joker. So Joker, of course. My fourth is really fucking as a
Carnage. Ooh, Carnage. I can't put him in my top 4, but I do understand.
Yeah,
Carnage is one of my favorite villains.
And the family he created.
Yeah,
like
he really was a fucking villains, bro.
Carnage always was Carnage was always one of my favorite after Venom, because Venom of course became more anti-hero. Mm-hmm. So Carnage, of course, his name stayed that way. Like Carnage is one of my I always wanted to see a fucking Carnage Joker mashup. Like I feel like that's just pure.
They did a Carnage Green Goblin.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, I heard about that one.
That shit was menacing.
So, Joker and Darkseid are my two for sure that I cannot take out. I've seen Darkseid wreak so much havoc in the comics. There's no way that I would ever remove Darkseid. Doom, I feel like people don't really understand how threatening Doom is.
He petty though too.
And when he becomes like Ultimate Doom, Doom, he's up there. Listen here.
And by the way, I don't know if you saw that earlier. Lex did become a universal threat recently in the comics. That helped my case. I need to throw that out there.
So though Thanos right now, I feel like he's more just the it villain, and I respect him. I like I said that nigga do it, but if I'm talking about a villain, Eobard Thawne.
Didn't he say he was going to raise the Flash at one point?
Bro, Eobard Thawne is the worst villain in the world, G. That nigga is super petty because he literally was a fanboy. His whole origin was, yo, I'm inspired by you. I want to be you, so I'm going to give myself powers. And then when the Flash came to help him save the day and people praised him, he was like, no, that was me. He was like, no. And the Flash in that moment was like, no, you good, bro. But like, hey, it's more stuff. And he got so hated of Barry Allen that he went back and started this whole shit. And to come to find out, like, the whole reason that the Flash is because of a hater moment.
That's why he loses points for me.
It's crazy.
He's nasty.
It's crazy.
That's why he loses points for me.
Crazy.
Bro is really
crazy, dog.
He is.
Yeah,
he's very villainous. Yeah. But your origin story is just you jealous.
And then, bro, this nigga was willing to destroy everything at being jealous.
But it's like,
it's one of them where you were just,
bro, you was just jealous.
Yeah, it's definitely one of them where you hearing this nigga vent, you like, what the fuck wrong with you? Right. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
I just imagine like he's just doing like the whole Legion of Doom. I'm just trying while he giving his speech, like, hey, what the fuck, dude? Like niggas, this nigga.
Bro, niggas like, bro, he just mad?
Like, bro, and then I'm mad, like
Grundy, like, I'm mad too. Like, no, this nigga really just mad.
And then the irony of going back to
create the nigga.
No, he was like, the first thing first was I gotta go back in time and I gotta kill your mom and prevent you from being the Flash, right? Then he got stuck. He's like, fuck, all right, I got you. Now I need your power because I don't even understand this shit and I need to get back. Like, no, it's just so many layers of his hatred.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's funny because it's like when you think about like Ace Vane, like, I'm surprised he should definitely do where he's talking to Justin and he's explaining his story. And they just like, boy, what? You did what?
And in every iteration, it's just pure hate. No matter what. No matter the comic, like, just hate and petty. And then, like, to the point where Barry had a real nigga conversation with him in the comics, in the cartoon. Like, bro, like, why? He's like, hey, I'm never going to like you. And until I prove that I'm better than you, this is always going to go. He's like, Barry, like, nigga, we don't got to do this. Like,
see, that's what I'm saying. You're right. The Reverse Flash is a great villain, but you lose a lot of points because all your villainy is based off of hate. And I realize that means I gotta take Lex out.
But see, that's why
because Lex is all his is a lot of hate.
My boy, that nigga lost his hair of all that hate, nigga.
I gotta take Lex out now.
But here's the thing, that's why I like Doom though, because for the one thing I like about Doom is that nigga just want to rule. He's petty. But he really just want to fucking rule no matter what. There's no rhyme or reason. He doesn't have a, like, Thanos, I want to balance. Or he's not trying to do anything for his people.
To be fair, Thanos lying about he want to balance. Thanos want to fuck death.
Yeah, well, in the comics, he want to fuck death. Yeah.
Real nigga shit. Real, if I got to wipe all you niggas out just to get the death attention. You know what I'm saying? Like, baby, I'm trying to wiped out a whole planet for you. You know what I'm saying? You ain't hollering at me. I've been calling you.
He wiped out a planet calling me. You see what I did to Jupiter?
Overflowing her shit, nigga. You see all these dead bodies coming to you? That's me.
He coming out. You see what I did in Jupiter and shit?
That's like flowers, nigga. You see all these dead bodies I sent to your ass? I love you, baby.
And the fact that she like, well, no, I mean, Wade. He's like, man, fuck that nigga. Man.
Wade can't do what I'm doing. No. Can that nigga bring you this many bodies? You know what I'm saying? I'm bringing you bodies, baby.
So for you, your villain gotta have a real purpose. You don't like the pettiness.
Yeah, no, the pettiness lose. That's why I had to take out Lex.
Who you racing him with?
I don't know, man. That threw me for a loop.
The Doom thing, though, I saw a comic panel on social media when he was talking to Luke Cage.
Yes.
Oh, that nigga was like, hold on, man. I thought they sent you here to fight me. You just want about some money? Like, Luke Cage was like, nigga, you owe me $2. He like, boy, dude was like, boy, you don't get the fuck out of here. Like, he's like, you got the audacity to approach me about some little measly ass money I owed you.
Yeah.
And he like, and he still wasn't paying the nigga. He like, boy, I'ma get it. Like, that shit was like, all right, Doom is out of control.
Yeah, bro. Like bro said, like Doom's whole thing. He's like, bro, I can do it. Nobody can do it better than me.
But where did he get that from, though? Because I think, like, I don't really know Doom's origin, but I mean, he didn't have that mentality when he was in the scientist with them.
He kind of did. He was a rich, spoiled brat.
Yeah, he was always, I'm always better than you.
I'm always better. So his reason, his hate for Mr. Fantastic, because he's like, Sue, I should be able to have Sue because I'm me.
So there's still petty shit over
It's
him.
still petty.
But his I am better.
Yeah, that's not his reason for wanting to rule. His reason for wanting to rule is I'm just better. But his pettiness to Mr. Fantastic, he's like, bro, why? Like, I should have her. Like, this, and then she be rejecting him. Like, nah, I'm with that. He's like, nah. You
don't think he ain't trying to rule the world, so he can be like, bitch, I rule the world. You don't want to fuck with me now?
He ain't never said that. He really just wants something.
Then I gotta take him out too.
I gotta think about that too.
But he really be on some.
Like he ain't never ruled the world yet. Where he been like, now that you see him on his throne, he like, where's Sue at?
You know what? Doom is Kanye. Doom is Kanye. It's like, bro, it's me. I'm him, and nobody can do it like me.
He talk like that. I give Doom that.
Nah, I really gotta think.
You gotta really think for your fourth.
Yeah. I forgot how much Lex is built out of just he hates Superman.
Nah,
bro. It's off of a petty. His is also still kind of like some racism too, though.
It's a little really jealous.
Is.
I mean, his
he saw an alien. He said, "Who is this?
Who
is this alien?"
His is a hate crime. He's a hate crime.
He a racist.
Yeah, he is a hate crime. His whole criminal organization is all built on hate crime. You know what I'm saying?
Who is this villain? And then,
but it's weird because he'll still fuck with another. Like he'll fuck with another alien or some shit that's like, well, we gonna go against Superman. Though.
It's only if the alien ain't all powerful, because that's what it is.
Yeah.
He's like, bro, the human race ain't better than this alien, but fuck this alien because he ain't from here. Like that,
he was petty though.
He was petty.
That is why. Like it's funny because like mostly all of the human villains
are petty.
But their origin comes from real petty though.
Is King? He told Flash in one channel or in one comic panel, where I'm gonna go back in time and not just kill your mom, I'm gonna raise you. You're gonna be my son,
bro.
Now.
Like bro said, at one point, at one point he made himself look like himself. Look like Flash.
That's what I'm saying. Like that's what I said. Like that's one of those things where if you let Reverse Flash sit at a table thinking he's like the coldest villain in the world, niggas would all the villains would just be like, what the fuck is wrong with dog?
Which villain has the most? I understand.
I understand.
Like you like when you hear the villain's reason for being the villain, that you be like, you know what? I can see it. I understand. Like you still wrong, but I can see how you got here and why.
Poison Ivy.
Yes.
Ooh, Poison Ivy solid. Poison Ivy is fucking solid.
Poison Ivy solid.
Poison Ivy is fucking.
Mr. Freeze. He just want his wife back.
The bitch dead.
No, she in cryogenics.
You in the wrong division, nigga. You in the wrong. You in the wrong. You should have been talking to Bruce Wayne. Wasn't that Bruce Wayne turned his back on him? Like, wasn't that though? Like they stopped funding him or something like that.
I think in the animated series, yeah.
They stopped funding him or something like that. But
it's like, I get it. You just want your wife. You're going about it horribly.
You're doing a lot.
You're doing it all wrong.
You're doing a lot.
But I get it. You just want your wife back, bro. Like you said, Poison Ivy, bold, correct, Magneto.
Magneto was tortured like as a kid and all that kind of shit, so he don't really like people.
And he's really on some, because he don't really want to fight the mutants. He only fight them when they go against them. Because he's really on some, fam.
He on some, my brother, we bigger than this.
He Malcolm X.
But he want to take over. He like fuck these humans though.
I mean, it's Malcolm X. Malcolm X when black folks are nothing.
The humans did a lot.
I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, would you say Magneto was really in for war domination, or was he just trying to get his niggas out? Because I think they had the island where he could have got the niggas out of there.
And he didn't do a lot for years. When they had the island. I can't remember what started to get him to fuck around with people again. But he didn't do a lot for a
You know what I'm saying? We was chilling over at our old spot. So I can get okay.
Galactus, his is more like tragic. The nigga's so big, he just hungry.
That's not worth it.
I
gotta see your childhood upbringing first.
The question wasn't, do I think they're right? The question was, would you just like, all right, I get it.
I don't understand. I ain't that hungry.
It's tragedy.
I ain't that hungry.
I'm more looking at his like tragic.
That ain't that.
It's tragic.
I ain't that. Is it tragedy? Like, damn, this nigga always hungry. You know what I'm saying?
Imagine being so large you can't have nothing.
But
he probably did it to himself. He probably did it to himself.
However,
the nigga might have a real overeating problem. That he need help.
But he also enslaved Silver Surfer.
What does his daughter eat? He got a daughter. What does she eat?
He do have a daughter.
I don't think she eat planet, so you might be right.
But he also enslaved Silver Surfer to make him the Herald.
I said he went a little too far. I said he went too far.
Told this nigga to find me some food. Find
me some food or else.
Or I'm gonna eat your planet. That's basically what he told
I mean, it's really all it is. Like, that's why Silver Surfer really a sucker for that. Like, I get it. But I mean, it's like, damn, boy, you gonna kill everybody because I know you don't want to kill yours, but damn, boy, you gonna feed this nigga everybody else.
His planet
what else you gonna do?
Lauren out there, putting on for the planet. Lauren out here being a real one.
What you gonna do? You ain't gonna have that thought in your mind like, damn, what if I run out of planets? It's gonna be like, well, cuz yours is still on the menu. You know what I'm saying? You couldn't find me nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, we ran out.
I mean, how many, bro? To run out of planets is wild.
I mean, if you hungry and that's all you eat is planets, you're gonna run out of planets at some point.
That's what I want. Let me look. What does his daughter eat?
Countryside, nigga.
I don't think she eating planets.
She probably eating countryside. She just put like, just put a little craters.
Cracker Barrel.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
She had Cracker Barrel.
Just like, just cracking, just putting little bites into the earth. You know what I'm saying.
Oh, man, I'm trying to think who.
I keep thinking of other villains
that I would relate with. I mean, of course, MCU.
Well, I didn't say relate with, but just where you like, okay, I understand.
I mean, MCU Killmonger, of course, was, everybody relates to that.
But I mean, that's essentially the same thing as Magneto. So because they all just want to, liberate their peoples and shit like that.
I'm trying to think of somebody.
Look at that. So she does also have the cosmic hunger. However, instead of feeding on entire planets in the name of balance like her dad, she fed on cosmic organisms that weren't native to Earth.
So she eating aliens?
Yep.
Alien planets?
No, aliens.
It just say organisms.
She ain't eating beings
so
outside.
Either way it goes, people die.
Yeah. Y'all both eliminating the planet, the galaxy, the world, whatever, the beings.
Why ain't nobody trying to experiment and be like, look, we got to find an alternative, bro?
Like,
we gotta find impossible Earth or some shit like that. Like impossible planets, bro. Like we gotta find something, bro.
Like that's why I Silver Surfer. That's what I'd have been on. I'd have been on. Like, bro, you can't do this forever.
Like we gotta get you some beyond beef, so like we gotta find alternative.
Impossible Earth is wild, dog.
Because it's like, it is tragic, but it's just like, I can't agree with it just because it's tragic.
I can't agree with him.
I can't understand.
You didn't say agree. It was
I can't be like, I understand.
I can't relate to that. I've never been that hungry. Like I just want to eat this planet.
Maybe the planets is like when you go foraging for berries, you get hungry enough. You watch Naked and Afraid, they get hungry enough, they be in that bitch like.
Galactus is not walking around the planet, see the butt ass nigga
trying
to find food. This nigga is not scavenging the galaxy, man. It's not the same thing. This nigga can not eat the planet if he don't want to. Apparently, like you said, he's not to eat organisms. This nigga just want to eat planet. This nigga greedy. 600-pound lifestyle shit. You know what I'm saying? That's what he on.
Bro, it's cosmic hunger. I don't know what that has to do with anything, but you know.
The planet ain't even cosmic, nigga. That's a fucking organism, like a living being, bro.
No, man, it's in space. That's cosmic. That's all it needs to be. It's in space.
I don't believe that.
You don't believe it?
I think that's what he tried. He done made his own goddamn diet, like a pescatarian and shit. Like, nigga, like I'm a planetarian. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being a cosmic. She's like, you supposed to be eating you supposed to just be eating cosmos.
Yeah,
like, nah.
I can't think of no other villain though.
Not me either. There's not that many. That many. So another thing that came out. So. And this is, I wanted to ask y'all this on the podcast in general about it, but like they saying that Channing Tatum is supposed to be suiting up as Gambit in Deadpool 3. Now, obviously, we know it's probably going to be a gag. You know what I'm saying?
Like
yeah, man, Diz was talking about all the cameo stuff a little earlier.
And so I asked that, and I'll ask that, like, do y'all think that like these movies now are relying too much on the
literally what I said?
Bacardi said the exact same thing.
Yeah, I said the same thing because I'm like, bro, like. I get it that he was campaigning to be Gambit and he wanted to be Gambit, but like, who really, like, why? Who was really like, oh shit, we about to get Gambit?
I mean, we not gonna get a Gambit movie. Like, I don't really care. Like, just have a little cameo and you say a line or two, bro. They ain't gonna do nothing.
I feel like everybody's doing that now. That's in every movie now, and I'm like, we don't. I mean,
it gets niggas in the tiddlywink though, because I mean, when everybody was loving Keaton, I'm like, bro, this nigga behind the green screen most of this, like in some part, like this nigga. Like,
I'm just wondering, like.
I agree. Yeah. I'm tired of hearing about the cameos. Please let me be surprised.
Yeah, that's another thing. Yeah, I feel like they keep on telling us the cameos, but when we watch it, it's like
that's why I think that's what I hate about too, because it is that you putting too much hype around, like who might whether you trying to use it to get people to be like, oh, I would do it, or whatever. It's like you want and we really that's what I'm saying. We're in an era now where the movies are becoming more about the surprise, whether because we're in multiverses or whatever now, whatever. But it's like. Because we're in that angle now, it's like the trailer and everything. Before the trailer come out, all we get is news.
I always watch the first. That's it.
It also what happens with it a lot of times is people listen to whatever these random pages. Like I know, like with this Channing Tatum, when I think they said they saw him on set or something.
Yeah.
So it's like that, but it's like a lot of times it'll be an MCU director. It'll be a nigga in like Iowa putting together a Photoshop and be like, hey, yeah, all these people finna be in it. And they take the word as gospel, and they come out like, "Oh, I'm disappointed in the movie. We was lied to." And it's like, "No, well, y'all listen to a nigga in Iowa."
We had talked about that.
It's really when I hear motherfuckers say I was lied to, because it's like, boy,
I don't like that.
Fam, who lied to you?
Yeah, we talked about that. But the thing is, like, you know, what's wild is like. Into the Spider-Verse. I mean, not Into the Spider-Verse. Well, but yeah, that too. But No Way Home. Like, we kind of knew who was going to be in it, but it hit harder when we actually seen how they did it and everything, right? And then Into the Spider-Verse, when Don Cheadle popped up. I mean, Across the Spider-Verse, when he popped up, it hit hard, right?
Oh, when Donald Glover?
I said Don Cheadle. I did say Don Cheadle.
Oh,
Donald Glover. I did say Don Cheadle. When Donald Glover popped up, but
my mind was like,
right, but like we went crazy during Transformers. Because that wasn't spoiled. Nobody saw it.
Nobody get no fuck.
Right? And we went crazy. Right?
Did you watch it yet?
No, I ain't watched Transformers yet.
Do you know what's coming?
No, I don't know what's about the spoilers in Transformers.
All right, we ain't gonna spoil it.
This is a really dope one. Like, it made everybody excited. Everybody who's seen it.
Like,
it's
in the post credit.
It's in the post credit.
Post credit.
Yeah,
okay.
and so
something you gotta look forward to.
Yeah, and it makes you really look for, like, what me and Ditch said in our review.
We ain't never looked forward to
a Transformers movie. When they drop a trailer, it's like, oh shit, another Transformer. I'll check it out. Like, and then you watch it and you're like, oh cool, this is dope. And you don't be like, oh, I can't wait to the next one.
Right.
This was the first one that I was like, oh shit, I cannot wait to the next one.
Where they going with this?
And everybody has been saying that who's seen it. Like, yo, like they did something ridiculously crazy that we didn't expect. And so
I didn't actually see none of that kind of response on Transformers. I thought the shit was trash, because I ain't see no news about Transformers.
Really? I saw a lot of people coming out like, bro, My guy, we had just put up the review. Then my guy texted me, bro, you seen Transformers? I'm like, nigga, I just put up a review.
Yeah. And so, like, you know what I'm saying? And that was like a complete surprise. So it's like, bro, like, there's instances when you've seen that as work, even if it is just like, you know what, we not going to acknowledge, like, that this is going to be the spoiler, like how they did with Multiverse of Madness. Like, everybody was like, yo, they going to show up. Who going to show up? How they going to show up, right? And Marvel, nobody from the show actually did it. Like, they went to as far as Andrew Garfield was like, nah, I'm not in it. Why y'all talking about that? Like, you know what I'm saying? They legit, like, so it's like, you see instances when if you hold it, it works. And when you don't, it doesn't. So it's like, why? Because, like, you know, like... I
mean, I think that's even the same thing when we talk about how they talk about with Flash. Like, they hyped all this around Flash about people who might surprise being there. And the hype was really big on Keaton. So now you're going to give a trailer with Keaton in it. Whereas, like, you saw the hype, so you could have just let it be dead at that.
That one I can understand, because the way that they hyped it with Keaton and Sasha Kaye, you would have thought they would have been in every damn scene.
Yeah.
The way that they were promoted, and so I can understand somebody feeling like, fam, y'all gave me all this to get me here.
Yeah.
And this is not what you sold me.
Because, I mean, I would rather have just known, even if you just let me know, like, there are going to be, Keaton's going to be in it. It's like, all right, bet. You know what I'm saying? But you showed me a trailer that shows.
They showed us everything.
Even if you showed us a glimpse of the nigga there, like, we know he there. So just let me know in the trailer he there.
This is how trash they marketing went. They showed the behind the scene that you, like, the behind, like, that scene, right? And then they showed him, like, on light, and you see the cover on the Batmobile.
Oh, yeah.
And then in the next trailer, they showed the cover, him taking it off, like,
the logo they were showing in almost at the end of every trailer was the Flash logo over the Super logo over the Batman. Yeah. Like, it's like, you selling me this as this is all three of them every time.
Like, it's a team up.
Right, it's definitely. I mean, which I guess, as I said, I think that's really what everybody saw too, because I was like, when you watch the movie, of course, you're like, this nigga's trying to make another fucking Justice League, for one. You know what I'm saying? Right. So you kind of get the gist. But I'm like, the only surprise that you really kind of gave of Keaton not being, like, we knew Keaton was in there. The only thing that we didn't know, the nigga was going to be old. If, like, that one little scene of him going where it's like, if you just would have told me Keaton was going to be in it.
But even then, it spoils it because we saw the trailer. So when he shows up old, as soon as you recognize that it's Keaton, you're like, okay, he finna clean himself up in a couple scenes.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, if you just would have told me Keaton's in it, and the very first I finally see him is he just being old. It's like, well, what the fuck he finna do in here? You know what I'm saying? Like, you really gonna be like...
Bro, they showed us everything. We was like, oh, he gonna say it gets nuts. Let's get nuts. They showed that in the trailer. Like, dog, y'all showing us everything in the damn trailer.
I was actually really mad when I saw him say that. And like, bro.
They showed us everything.
The way that the marketing goes, you would have thought it was called Batman Flash. You would have thought it was called Worlds Collide.
It definitely could have been Worlds Collide.
Yeah, and so that's why
like they probably took a little bit from that.
Because right now, like, here's the thing. We already was excited for Deadpool 3 when Wolverine was attached to it.
Right.
We already was excited when y'all told us that Wolverine is finally going to suit up. You do not have to drop anything else. Just give us a trailer and let's go.
I mean, and that's why I said, and like I said, the Deadpool,
like, why you
the Deadpool Wolverine thing was running for so long.
Yeah.
Like that was like that's all I really like.
That's what most people needed. Like, you didn't even tell me that Charles Xavier was showing up. You didn't even tell me that. Oh, we saw Halle Berry on set.
Yeah.
I didn't need.
We didn't need any of that. Just we already sold. Drop the trailer. You know what I'm saying? And then just, you know, let us be surprised. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Because now, now we got time to pick apart. Because if you think about it, if you remember it, I love Halle Berry as much as the next person. But she was not celebrated for her portrayal of Storm. So now you're going to have those people reliving those memories. Like, when in the moment, we probably would have been like, oh shit, Halle Berry, that's dope. Now it's like, oh shit, she going to be in it. And then as we fester, like, man, I hope she don't do that. Remember when she did that? And now you start picking it apart. And then now when it shows up on screen, it's like, oh, hey, Halle Berry.
Or if you get to that point where now, because you done got these people that you done heard, such and such, you like, oh, well, if they got such and such there, of course that means, oh, X, Y, and Z finna be there. So you start building up, like, because Halle Berry's in there, oh, that must mean Jessica Chastain's got to be there. Oh, that must mean... And it's just like...
What I'm extremely hoping for, and this is just because this is how I view Deadpool anyway, is that he literally takes all this shit and that's like dinner in the movie.
Well, that's what
you know what I'm saying? Where you like, oh, you probably thought it was going to be right here. Nah, you know what I'm saying?
That's what I hope.
Like, I need him to break all that.
And then somebody made a flyer for the Deadpool 3, and I think I told you, I was like, I hope this is the fucking tagline of the movie, because in it says Deadpool 3 brought to you by the amazing creative directors from Thor Dark World. And I said, Please let that be the tagline.
I saw somebody, they had a picture of when they was all sitting in the mansion, like all the X-Men, and they had put just Ryan Reynolds walking by, and they was like, what if that's what the scene finna be? And they just all in there. He walked by and looked like, oh damn, just keep on going.
That is my hope. I hope all these cameos that they told us, I hope that it's really not a plot point. I hope it's not like how they did with the Flash. Like I really hope like your situation, what you said. I hope that is the absolute. I hope it's a scene like that where it's like, oh yeah, I'm gonna give y'all the cameos, and then it's like something stupid like Deadpool watching the battle on TV.
Like, no, I mean, like, I want, because I love the fact, because to me, it's in the same realm of the build up so strong of X-Force and Deadpool 2. Mm-hmm. And when you really get to, you know what I'm saying? You get to jump out, you think you're gonna get some gangster shit, it's like the whole team gone. Like, and that's what, so it's like, that's why, like, for me, the hype they putting around Deadpool is like, it's the same thing, because they were doing that with. We knew with Deadpool 2, like, this nigga finna do X-Force? Like, they finna do all this shit? And you see them doing a team building, bring all the people in, and just got rid of them niggas ASAP.
And so that's like, where I do have hope is that that is Ryan Reynolds' comedy.
Yeah.
That is legit his style of comedy.
Where I'm afraid, though, is that they're trying to push it through on this writer's strike.
Me too.
Because now he can't ad-lib and say, hey, this will make this better. Yeah. He has to go strictly off whatever that last submitted script was.
Yeah, he has to.
He has to go off that.
And so, and
damn, that's fucked up.
Worries.
The writer's strike is crazy, bro. And so, like I said, I do hope.
Hopefully it's been written and been done already.
Well, I hope that was written within. That's what I'm hoping, because I'm hoping the team that was also writing with it, they know, okay, this is a Ryan Reynolds thing.
Right.
Like, I get it. This is Marvel. We're now with MCU and Disney, but this, like, the heart and soul and the essence of this, and this character is Ryan Reynolds. So I hope the writers are, like, you know how, I mean, you did, like, so we all did music. You know how when you collaborate with a producer, you're like, okay, I need to compliment this style. Like, if I'm doing a song with somebody, like, I'm like, even though I've never wrote a song with this person, I am mimicking something because I want this song to flow. So I'm hoping the writers had that same wherewithal. Like, okay, we're writing a Deadpool Ryan Reynolds thing, so let's make sure.
Because I said, like, even what I told Didge about the Deadpool 3 is like, I feel like we can get a lot of that if they are gonna do any cameos. Because that was kind of how Deadpool 2 ended. Like, when he took the device and was like jumping and fucking with everybody. So it's like I would love if we get Deadpool 3 be that whole him versus MCU. Like, the fact that they say he's part of it, that it really is I'm versus y'all. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Well,
like,
it should be. I mean, because that was a huge comment when it became, because that evolved so fast. It was Deadpool versus everybody. Yeah. And then it was Deadpool.
Because I would even love the fact
that's why the rumor is that's why the rumor around that is that's why everybody's showing up, because he's going to be killing them off.
Which I'm okay with it. Like I said, I hope it's something simple like that. Because I just don't want it to be. I don't want it to be the Flash again.
Because and that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that's what everybody kind of realized. Like, Deadpool, because of Deadpool being such a side kind of movie, like, I'm not looking for a plot. I'm looking for this nigga to be Deadpool.
Yeah, so I'm looking to see where it's gonna lie in the MCU.
Yeah, like, Deadpool usually just jumps into shit. So that's why I'm like, how you're saying, like, if we were to show him, like the way they're saying, like you're saying. And they already showed it with Deadpool 2, like how he went back and was at the end of his movie, and at the end of the, so it's like they can literally just throw this nigga in like X-Men 2 Unite, you know what I'm saying? Like, and he just be there like now, like why the fuck, you know what I'm saying? Like, because he's jumping around. Yeah. And that's how you kind of get that moment of him. Because that's what I said, like, that device, I'm going off the fact that the continuation of the device is the fact that he just, like, if we get cameos, it's going to be him literally dropping into movies.
Because
this would be a fun
fight. Because I also want, because I said, come from, and that's why I hope they don't change the comedy of what Ryan Reynolds brings. Because that's why I'm hoping the writers is, because I do
it's still going to be rated R, though.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
because I want Ryan Reynolds also, like, I want a moment with him talking to Death. And he acknowledged the him, Death, and Thanos triangle.
That's the one thing that I think a lot of people are worried about is how much of that stuff that we've seen in all of the other ones is him ad-libbing. Because remember, that's the big thing. They said he ad-libbed that a ton.
Yeah, and that's well, that's why I'm saying. But so that's why that's why I'm hoping the writer. That's why I said I keep on leaning on. I'm hoping the writers was like, all right, let's write it in here, because you know what I'm saying. We write it in that tone.
I feel like he would have did it too. Like, I mean, you're not predicting a writer's strike, but I mean, I feel like by third movie, Ryan, like, I know how this movie is going to.
Yeah, but so much of that. Especially with ad-libbing and just improv,
and with a new regime,
it comes off of interacting of how something was read to you.
Yeah.
So even if I'm reading these words or whatever, so much of how you said it impacts how I reply.
And like I said, and then also like I said, this it's a whole new regime. Yeah, he may still have a couple of his people
because he can't even ad-lib the writer's strike. Like Deadpool would have brought down and put the writer's strike in his movie. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't even ad-lib that in there. You know what I'm saying?
So like, you know what I'm saying? And so like, you know, yes, he got a lot of the people from the original Deadpool 1 and 2 still with them, but not all. And you got new people in there who got ideas. You know what I'm saying? Who they're in position of power. It's like, well, I kind of got to listen to this person.
Yeah, and I'm not saying I'm not saying it's gonna ruin the movie. Yeah. It's just it's one of those things where it's like, it's up in the air.
Yeah, I mean,
you're a little worried about.
Because that's what I'm saying. Like Deadpool movies to me always feel like he just there. You know what I'm saying? Right. So it's really like because I understand. That's why I said I can get the ad-libbing because it's really like. All right, well, this is the scene. So how would Deadpool be in the scene? So whether you know, making a, you know, like a fight, like how they had Colossal and all that, like y'all doing all this shit. Colossal's doing this right now with Juggernaut. Like, what would Deadpool be doing in this moment? Like, that's why he would down there just ad-lib some shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I mean, and because I think right now, I mean, they said Captain America: New World finished filming before the writer's strike and everything, so that's technically supposedly done. You know what I'm saying? And then. Like I said, the script is done for Deadpool 3. Did they start filming? No, they didn't. I don't know.
They started filming. They might have. No, they had to. That's why
they had to.
On set. Yeah.
Is there anything else that's done that we've heard?
Movies?
Movies? I think show-wise, I think some of the Marvel shows are going. Because I thought I just saw something from one of the Daredevil stuntmen who were saying...
That nigga was hater, dog.
He was
a big hater. I feel like he hated because they didn't bring him on.
I thought he was on.
No, he was on the original one.
So Netflix. He's not even back on this?
No.
So we was talking about it in our group chat, and we was under the assumption that he was back.
No.
But some of his guys wasn't, because he was talking about how they didn't bring the crew back and how it don't feel the same and stuff like that. Oh. But now it makes sense. The nigga ain't there. Of course it ain't gonna feel the same.
It don't feel like nothing.
He went as far as like they made him goofy.
Yeah, he was also mad about the She-Hulk. He was also mad about the She-Hulk performance.
Yeah, that's because
it was interesting, but not that makes a lot more sense because our whole time we like, bro is bold saying all of this, working on this production. Like they not gonna sit him down and go, hey.
Yeah, you doing a lot, my guy. You doing a lot.
They ain't even gonna say you doing a lot. They gonna say he packed them back.
He never even got a phone call about joining the Disney reboot.
It makes so much more sense. He been on fire.
That nigga said that.
So that's why
he called one of his buddies like, hey, what you got going on this weekend? Like, oh, you ain't going? like you ain't going?
So
you not coming?
More sense.
What you mean? Like,
bro, I gotta throw GTA wasted. He get one of them.
They didn't call you back. Niggas like, he got the phone called everybody. Like, hey, he gonna call y'all then, bro. He mad. He mad.
That nigga he let it fly.
Because all that shit he said on social media. He called somebody on set.
It said worse.
It said, yeah.
It said worse.
One of these things on set, like, so what's going on today? What y'all doing over there now? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's tragic. Bro, he was so mad. He was so mad.
He was mad, dog.
Like, he was talking about how goofy Daredevil is now.
The fighting ain't good. I don't like the costume. And what's crazy is, Daredevil was more comic book accurate now. The Netflix series wasn't comic book accurate. It was just a dope take on it.
Like, bro, like I said, reading it, I'm like, the entire time, I'm just reading it like, bro, how is he doing this?
Like, how is he allowed to do this?
Bro, this nigga said, you know, I love CG to enhance real movement, but if you don't have any real movement, it just becomes cartoon. It's just CG. There's no weight to it. And what always made action in Daredevil so good is it was visceral. You felt what Charlie was feeling.
He was doing all the fighting. Yeah. That's why. He talking about himself. You know what I'm saying? Like what y'all saw on set, what y'all was seeing them fight, that was me, nigga. You know what I'm saying? That was me.
He said, bro,
comedy.
If you watch She-Hulk, they turned Daredevil into a cartoon. It's all animated. It looks bad. I think
you a stunt double, bro.
I think that now the MCU has taken over the character. I think they are really, really hurting it. Like, duh, he hated it, duh.
Fam, Netflix. They sold that shit to Disney. They was like, who? We don't need dude. They like, he probably came in with them like, okay, we gonna get this shit going.
He showed up the day one, like, ooh, ready to get back in action.
That kind of shit. He was talking. He was definitely trying to go to the set, trying to tell niggas what to do. Like, yeah, I've been fighting. I've been the Daredevil fighter for a minute. Like, y'all don't got to worry about. I got this under control. They was like, bro, don't bring this nigga back.
Duh. And they, bro, he been like, he doubled down. Like, yo,
he the only one, so he gotta be the only one who didn't get the call back.
He was talking all that shit. No, he just didn't get called back. Like, he came.
He showed up.
He came and was talking all his cash, talking that cash. Like, I'm the one that had Daredevil doing all that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody telling people like, yeah, man, hey, I'm glad we.
I gave him.
Like, he like, I'm glad we finally at Disney. I mean, MCU, y'all took a while bringing us on. Like, man, woo. Hey, when we start?
All his friends. Like,
when we start?
Hey, they did the Fresh Prince. Hey, everybody gonna be on the show. Stay back.
Stay back, fam. You like, what? That's what it was. I said he brought the motherfuckers in. That's what then the next day they're like, yeah, we're gonna call everybody back. You know, so let you know where everybody coming in. And that's when he realized what shit moving. He's like, bro, what y'all got going on this weekend? They like, ooh. They didn't call you. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, maybe they still got time. It's only like, you know what I'm saying?
Like, maybe Charlie doing his scenes today. You know? He don't need to stunt doubles yet.
Like, who we fighting? Like, we.
Like Brian definitely one of his buddies. Like, one of his buddies took over the role being Daredevil. He's like, they picked you.
Hey, yo, in terms of the Talos Nick Fury conversation.
No, that's such a tragic. That has to be such a tragic feeling.
Oh man.
I mean, I know it's the nature of the business, but damn.
Bro.
Yeah, I mean, you angry. You lost some money. Like, you lost money. So, I mean, I feel sorry for anybody who really loses. Like, when you think you in a role for a minute and you realize, like, no, we don't need you no more. Like,
yeah.
So, I mean, it's definitely heartbreaking, but you don't go to the internet and be petty about it, fam. you ain't gonna get too much work nowhere else. Thinking, like, oh, this type of nigga you is. Like,
bro, I swear, like, Marvel has been, ever since COVID hit, bro, Marvel has been just scandal after scandal, beef after beef. Like, I felt like we had a good 10-year run with no inner beef. Like, Terrence Howard was the only one.
So these new niggas.
It's the new lineup. The new lineup.
Was the only one. And all of a sudden,
Chris having fun at home.
Yeah, like it's definitely. They try to tell Kristen like, can y'all talk to them? Like, no, nigga, I'm done. I'm retired. Y'all got him now. Y'all said I can't come back. You know what I'm saying? Tony like, y'all said I can't come back. Y'all don't need my help no more, nigga. Like,
all of a sudden, you gonna just Captain America was. We thought he was dead. Oh my God, he was popping the lights again.
Like, I heard y'all need my help. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, technically they do, because like I said, I mean, I think we talked about it a while ago, but like, bro, they still have not. They have not established their It Man.
Oh, like, for the next, like, going
like
to
how it was really like it was.
I think it's supposed to be Anthony Mackie.
No. Well, I think it was really. I mean, because what's the name? Feige even said it. Like, it was supposed to be Jonathan Majors. He was supposed to be the guy, like the new Chris Hemsworth. I mean,
as the villain.
Like,
that was a bold take.
They said he was gonna guide everything. I mean, he was gonna be around a lot then, probably.
Yeah, he was. Because they were saying it was
all multiverse.
Because it was like, you know, once Iron Man and Captain America got out, it was like, all right, who was taking over? And Doctor Strange was supposed to be it, but like he wasn't connecting. And then they was going to go with Black Panther, but unfortunately Chadwick Boseman passed. So then it was like, all right, well, we're gonna like now MCU is going to be on the shoulders of Kang.
Oh, and then Kang was supposed to be guiding the multiverse.
Yeah, guiding the multiverse, and so now it's like, so who is it? Because Tom Holland is back and forth now.
Did they pull Jonathan already?
No, they didn't.
No, they ain't said
talking about it.
But they ain't pushing him. Like he's not in front of it right now.
See the last Quantumania ads?
They gotta wait. He ain't pushing them like that.
It is plenty Paul Rudd.
Yeah. So like right now they have not established
Paul Rudd plenty. You know what I'm saying?
They have not established that one.
It was scene where it's like Paul Rudd saying something. You know the next scene supposed to be Kang, and it go to Cassie.
So it's really like
a highlight reel.
Because you gotta at least have one person that's the draw. Like that's like, okay, we are like, you know what I'm saying. Right now it's a whole bunch of people doing dope shit.
That's why they also starting to peel, and obviously they've been doing it all the time. But you notice it seems like they are going more and more deep with getting these big names. Mm-hmm. Even if they're for little roles, it's like you're gonna be excited for this project because let's say for Secret Invasion, Emilia Clarke was in it. There was people who were just like, I want to see her.
Yeah.
then so it's like I think that's where they're starting to go with it until they do get their next big person.
Because who would
Mackie might have lost it with that twisted metal promo. That might have killed his momentum.
So, but who is number one on the call sheet right now? Like if
we did another Avengers,
if you bring in everybody that we've seen in MCU right now that is still active, like so all the people that are technically out, they're out. And so we're talking about the people that are
who would show up for the next Avengers.
Yeah,
that's the best way to put it.
Who would be number one on the call sheet? Who was front center leading the pack?
No, I ain't gonna. Okay, so it actually still might be Anthony Mackie.
It might still be Anthony Mackie right now.
I mean, that's only. I mean, he's the only one officially that would really have a. He has this.
Technically, Rhodey been in it longer than him, but I mean, Don Cheadle wouldn't be in front.
Yeah, because of the character.
Yeah.
Like Rhodey's not gonna be your.
He's the new Captain. I mean, it's really wild that we really not really just giving it to Mackie when this nigga's Captain America.
Back.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's see how the Marvels do. It might be Brie Larson.
Oh yeah, Brie Larson might be front and center.
I guarantee she was higher on the call sheet for Endgame than Anthony Mackie.
When they know they're gonna make this nigga Captain America?
Yeah.
Because remember how geek they were to make her Captain Marvel.
Remember the big deal. Remember that was my whole thing. I was saying I was timid about Captain Marvel because I said they are putting a lot on her, and I was like, I know what Captain Marvel's powers is, but this movie for like the non-moviegoers, you need to show us why she is the Hail Mary. Why everybody's like, wait till Captain Marvel gets here. You know what I'm saying? So it was that, and so they put a lot on her, and it was just.
But they might be 1A and 1B. Yeah. But I think anybody else other than those two.
I mean, I can really see that because I can just see, like I said, I can see that because I think Captain Marvel ain't really gonna be on Earth. You know what I'm saying? So
that's why I said go to the next Avengers. We're assuming Avengers will bring her to Earth.
Yeah, next Avengers, if we bring in everybody like Shang-Chi, like all the people that we see.
But I can see that being a Mackie a Mackie thing. Like, he's on Earth, so Mackie would be the one reaching out. Like I can see him.
Okay.
Like I can see him being because you got to think someone would have to be Earth. Yeah,
well, you got to think it was Tony and Captain America. Like you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like it was a
1A and 1B.
1A and 1B. So I'm okay with that being 1A and 1B. But like also like is that But it's right now.
For now, yeah.
But right now, that's not even connecting like that though. Like that's the thing is what I'm saying. Like we was always excited to see Captain America and Tony Stark. Every time we loved it. It was like, yo, that dynamic, the Boy Scout, and then the tech millionaire. Like we just loved that
but
dynamic.
that's because they kind of kept that. They kept that really kind of like in a sense comic.
And right now we don't have that. Like who are you? What two are you expecting? Like what two are you like? Oh, I can't wait till I see them back on screen again. There's really nothing right now.
No, crossover wise.
There's really nothing right now. Like right now,
Young Avengers.
But I feel like the one that we was holding on to. And we're still like, oh shit, I can't wait till Loki sees Kang the Conqueror. Remember, he saw He Who Remains, right? So that was one, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, who else right now?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't think of anybody.
Like I know Shuri is still out there, but I don't know if her Black Panther is gonna be as involved as they were planning with T'Challa's Black Panther.
And I still believe that they're going to age up his son at some point. I
definitely think that's
to whoever
the
new actor is, and then
we'll
get back on track with Black Panther. But I don't believe,
especially naming him T'Challa again.
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah, y'all, that was bold. That was always a bold thing. I feel like that was disgusting. Like, like I get it, but I was like,
there's more story to tell. You can't end T'Challa's story. They
not only that, it also fit. You know how many we know plenty of niggas who are juniors. We're sitting between.
I get it.
And then like it
was definitely like a one monkey don't stop no show. Like T'Challa's still here, man.
Doctor Strange when we saw Wanda, we already saw that, and that was we fucked with that, but it was like now what next? Where do we want to see Doctor Strange come back?
There's just still so many other.
Doctor Strange, I think his next thing is he's.
We know what he's doing, but I'm just saying like where do you want there's not a meetup.
Well, that's why I say Young Avengers because I do think that's why you got like an America Chavez. That's why.
But see, I don't think Young Avengers not hitting for me, bro.
Really?
Outside of America Chavez, everybody else that they set up, I'm not excited for.
You didn't like fam from Falcon and Winter Soldier?
Not yet. Not yet. They didn't give me enough to get excited for. I'm definitely not. Kate Bishop. I really don't care for Kate Bishop.
I don't
care for Ant-Man's daughter at all.
And I don't mind Kate Bishop. It's like I didn't like original Hawkeye like
that.
But
so here's the thing:
Hawkeyes, they just be there. So that's all you need.
Right now, what's the difference between Kate Bishop and Hawkeye's daughter, and character, attitude? Like, what's different between them two? They are exactly the same to me.
Hawkeye's daughter ain't out there fighting.
She was. Remember, she was getting arrested. She was doing shit.
Oh, you're talking about Ant-Man daughter.
Ant-Man daughter.
That's what I'm like.
I'm like,
Ant-Man daughter.
I'm like, ain't she a baby?
Yeah, I'm talking about the Ant-Man daughter.
You trying to put her out here to stress.
What's the difference? Yeah, what's the difference between Kate Bishop and Ant-Man's daughter? They're the exact same. I'm not excited for any of them.
How it was in the comics.
I'm not excited for any of them.
Was Cassie Lang even in the Young Avengers?
But I mean, that's what makes a hero, though. You got to be some kind of delinquent in the sense, like.
But here's the thing: Jubilee was a delinquent, and I was always interested in her story. Their stories I'm not interested in. Right now, the things that I'm really interested there's 4 things that I'm.
Hey, Deuce is gonna get canceled.
There's 4. No. Somebody. I fuck with the actors.
Somebody gonna clip that like why
the
he don't like the women.
I don't like. Because I've been on here. People know my love for. They know my love for Shuri. They know my love for Black Widow. Like I said, I always said it should have been Hawkeye that died, not Black Widow.
Damn.
Yeah. So
actually, I did too.
Yeah, but the 4 things that I am anticipating and I'm excited for the MCU personally is the introduction of X-Men. All right, that's the very, very one that I cannot wait.
I really want Deadpool.
Oh,
to really
Blade got pushed, and that just popped in. We were talking about stuff that got
kind of
moved.
Yeah,
Blade definitely got pushed.
The introduction of X-Men. I am actually excited for Deadpool 3 because of like finally seeing Deadpool and Wolverine. However they do this Miles situation, which it actually happens on Sony, so it's kind of like residuals and everything like that. And then finally when
Sony live action be fucking
and then
up.
finally when we figure out everything with this Jonathan Majors case and get back on track, Kang. I want to get to the era of Kang. Those are the 4 things that I'm excited about. Nothing about anything of the new that they're trying to put right now, and that's what that's the issue with
X-Men
MCU.
is new.
I just feel like
I'm talking about like the right now and what they're pushing.
Yeah, I feel like we're really sitting in what it felt like in the very first runs of like
I
the
don't know
Marvel
because
movies.
I was excited each one.
We just didn't have TV shows. Nah, I mean I would say you were excited for each one, and I think, but I think that's because everybody was all big hitters.
Yeah,
like, you know what I'm saying?
And that's the thing.
So like this one,
we're not getting a lot of big hitters
because they're not in them.
At the time, I don't know if we can say that they were big hitters. I think that's a lot of revisionist history.
True, because they wasn't big hitters.
Because I remember the day Iron Man got announced. My dad was like, Iron Man.
Well, but when I say
it was a C-list.
What I understand what Bacardi was saying is like, for me, when I say big hit, when Bacardi says big hitters, I see like, all right, does this Avengers team make sense? And it does.
Well, we're talking. Yeah. By the time we got to Avengers, that's different because we seen it work.
Well, no, I'm talking about as we were leading up, right?
Oh, okay.
So that's what I'm saying. I was like, okay, I understand. Like this Captain America, yeah, that makes sense. Thor, okay, you know what I'm saying? As we was leading up,
Captain
right?
America too.
Yeah.
Captain America makes sense though too. That one,
right
I think
now,
when he got announced, and Thor.
Yeah.
It was really Iron Man.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Iron Man was the one.
Iron Man was
at
the
the start. It was like that. But right now, with what they're setting up with the Young Avengers, I'm not interested in it. Like I said,
to be fair, I don't even know. We don't even know for sure if they're setting up Young Avengers.
But like I said, I'm not like.
I am excited for Fantastic Four, by the way.
Yes, me too.
I'm getting less excited as the more it drags out.
But I associate that with Kang because of how much like Kang is.
The
and
Kang thing,
so I do associate that with the era of Kang with Fantastic Four. But I am. Excited about
I
them
think
too.
we also got to look at it too because this era is different from the first era because like I said, it wasn't TV shows. Like I feel like a lot of shit that we are really excited. Like I feel like what Marvel's doing now is that they are creating like spits of like moments of like story. Like it's a possible story here, it's a possible story here. So everything ain't gonna be a movie, everything gonna be this. Like you might, what I'm saying? Like how you saying, like we don't know if we gonna really get Young Avengers, but it's like we can put them in the universe though. So if someone be like, you know what, I want to do a show with the Young Avengers finally. You know what I'm saying? And bring them because it's like you said, if they're gonna constantly use their actors, we don't have to get Young Avengers as like some big movie thing. They really just Young Avengers and they had their own TV show. You know what I'm saying? So they can actually have a side show of their own while, doing shit. So I think what they're doing now is like really throwing out as many names as they can and many scenarios as they can.
No, I see what they're doing. I just
but that's what I said. But that's even where I get at too. Though, it's like while they're doing all that though, I feel like they really aren't announcing like the heavy hit, like who are like as far as we know right now, the only person that's really guiding is is Anthony Mackie.
And
like,
you know what?
And the Marvels.
That's why I think that's why I got the issue with all the gag cameos, because I'm like, bro, I don't want my Easter egg or the moments to be always gag cameos. Give me some black points now.
Yeah.
Like, let's push this forward now. I'm ready to move forward.
Yeah.
And so I think that's why I'm tired of these gag cameos, because it's like the gag cameo don't really lead to nothing. It's like, oh, that was a funny moment. Oh, that was a dope moment. Oh,
yeah. We got hit so hard with it during She-Hulk that it's like, you know what I'm saying, that it's really, it just became something that I feel like they saw the hype behind it. Like, we can kind of keep adding.
Yeah.
Which is messed up because it worked for She-Hulk because of the style of show that it was.
You're right. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why I said I can see it working even for Deadpool. Like Deadpool and She-Hulk works in that same realm.
They're the same.
So I can see it working for Deadpool.
I take it back. I am excited to see the Deadpool She-Hulk just conversation. Just because they both break the third wall.
Oh yeah,
that's one meetup that I am excited for.
Like I'm really
that's more on some comedic shit, not even on comic book shit.
So like I definitely like I'm excited. The biggest thing I'm excited for is Deadpool.
Yeah.
Because I always loved how he just how they do the movie. So it's like
he disrupts everything.
Yeah. So it's like I really wanted.
Even when he wasn't with MCU, he was doing MCU jokes.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I'm saying. So it's like I just kind of feel like, and I hate this, the writer, the writing room. That's the only thing that's like the most important. Like I'm really excited for that, and I'm like I feel like the writing room thing will really mess it up because it's like he has such ample like creative space, because it's like you've been out of MCU for 2 movies where it's like this movie you can really
go crazy.
You can go crazy, like you can really do all kind of shit. You know what I'm saying? And if you're gonna really put this thing in MCU, it's like he then they might give out Easter spoilers or like he might really in this movie just go crazy because it's like they finally let me in. You know what I'm saying? Like it just really. So it's like what we expecting to not see. I can honestly see that Deadpool can fill a lot of gaps too, like him just being like just kicking off random shit because he's just like, I mean, because it can make sense. Like, I'm here now, so what the fuck do I do in MCU? Like, that kind of idea. Like, what the fuck do I do in MCU now? And you just start doing some shit.
And that you really... know what I'm saying? They gave away the first F-bomb to Guardians of the Galaxy. Right, so we can't expect that from him no more.
So I'm like, that's what I'm saying.
I mean, it was rated R, so you knew there was going to be plenty of that anyway.
Yeah, which is still funny.
But it was only one.
No, I'm saying... Deadpool 3 is gonna be rated R.
But remember early on we was like, he should get the first one.
Yeah, I definitely thought he would have the first.
So but all right, man, let's get into recommendations, man. I'll go first. So Didge had recommended this a while ago, and I just started it. It's this show called Warrior on Max. Fire. If you are a kung fu flick person, if you are
I think I saw the preview.
If you are a Bruce Lee fan, this show is that, but in cinematic quality. So kung fu flicks, it's kung fu flicks,
I saw the trailer for it. I know what you're talking about. I ain't watched it yet,
bro,
though.
like, because I mean, it's really it's a story. I think it's written by Bruce Lee or something like that, right?
It's based off of like notes and stuff, like a treatment that he put together. His daughter, she's an executive producer on it.
What makes this show so dope is that, and you can tell, like at the time, I mean, Bolong, he was alive. He was. That was one of Bruce Lee's biggest rivals on everything. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so even in there, he had wrote a character that's imagining of him, right? And then the actor that they got to play the character that's imagining of him, that's his favorite Japanese artist and movie movie star, right? So he's like, even before they said the character's name, I'm watching it and I'm like, yo, that looks like bro. And then I'm like, oh, they named him that and everything. He got a legend around him, how deadly he is. And the guy, he does a scene where he does something deadly. And bro always had that face, that stare that he does. And he did it, and I said, yo, they going crazy.
It's an amazing show.
It is an amazing.
I'm so glad it made the jump from, because it used to be a Cinemax show.
Yeah.
And so when Cinemax stopped all of their programming, they just literally stopped any new programming. A lot of people were scared, like, damn, it's gonna get canceled because you gotta hope that now the new HBO regime. So I'm glad that.
How many seasons is it?
The 3rd season just came out last Wednesday.
Oh, damn, they going crazy.
Yeah. And so what's crazy is like, you know what I'm saying? Me, like I said, I love Bruce Lee, right? So one of his movies, The Big Boss or Fist of Fury, if you got the American version of it, because they changed the name. They got that storyline of, this Japanese cousin come, he vows not to fight for his sensei, but his brother and his people was like, they in some shit, and then he finally fights and he saves the day. Like, this is similar, it has similar stylings of that, storylines of that, and bro that's doing the fighting is a beast. Like, Like, you know how when you watch Bruce Lee shit, you like, damn, yo, that nigga cold.
Yeah.
Like, bro is a beast. And like,
dog, the first when he first get to America, bro, one of the guards is after, like, one of the guards, they racist.
They racist. Big racism.
One of the guards says
dropping the
racist
hard
shit.
C word.
Dog, he put hands to him, and I was like, that was drew me in. I was like, I'm watching this. I'm here.
Yeah, that first opening fight scene, it definitely gets you. And so, like, it's something that, like, even if you are not a big martial arts, like, kung fu flick fan,
the story is good.
The story's dope because it it's dealing with, like, the Japanese mafia, racism, police corruption. Chinese mafia, corruption within the police, and them doing things because just of racism. It's this whole thing, and then, like, so it's like the mayor, he's trying to use that as the battle so he can get reelected. Like, it's a whole thing. So it's like, even if you are not a big kung fu flick person, if you like that type of story and that drama and everything, it gives you all of that. Like, it's really dope.
Okay, I got you. Going
to go. First, Jujutsu Kaisen is back. Definitely watch that. That's an easy one. I think that all of us would recommend. The first episode was dope. My recommendation, though, is going to be My Adventures with Superman.
Okay. I thought it was going to be something else.
Oh, no, that's my second recommendation.
You got 3 up now?
So, Jujutsu Kaisen don't really count, because I feel like we would have all said that.
Okay.
If you ain't know it's back, it's back. Like I said, My Adventures with Superman, the first 2 episodes went up on Max last night.
It do look fire.
If you're hearing this on last Friday, and bro, it's so good.
Have you seen anything about it?
I never even heard of it.
It got like anime elements to it, like the way it looks, like the
it got like an anime style. The Jack Quaid, he's voicing Superman. He plays that really well. The way that they did sort of how he learns about his Kryptonian origin, great. Gave him a magical girl transformation, which is hilarious.
They gave him like a Sailor Moon style transformation.
You haven't seen it?
I haven't seen none of this, man. I never heard of this show.
What's the storyline?
So it's about his early days in Metropolis. So, like, he's not a reporter. He's an intern for the, he's like intern
for the Daily
Planet.
So it's like that moment when he just left Smallville to go to Daily Planet.
So, like I said, he doesn't know too much about his Kryptonian origin. He sort of learns about it as you go through the series. You could tell. They got really interesting takes on the different villains. Like,
is this DCU too?
That's the thing I'm worried about. And look, James Gunn, you gave this to me, you take it away from me, I'm joining the train. Because look, I'm like Kevin Garnett on Uncut Gems. Why you show me this shit if you gonna just take it away from me, bro? I'll be pissed.
Because remember, James Gunn said he wants everything to be.
So I'm hoping.
But the issue. Oh, you know what?
Harley Quinn staying. Yeah. So I'm hoping like this will stay too.
At least Elseworlds or something.
Off the first 2 episodes, I'll definitely be there.
Okay.
Oh, my third recommendation. We almost forgot. The GOAT.
The GOAT fell.
Reincarnated as a vending machine is
coming.
why.
I knew it was coming.
Came out Wednesday.
Pushing that narrative.
Watch it. Surprisingly wholesome story. Surprisingly. The story, I was like, oh, okay, they got a little story. I was here for the ridiculousness. I was fully here for the ridiculously.
I've been hearing like a lot of people who read the manga was like, look, if they do it 1v1 on the manga, this is going to be dope.
The story, going through the story in the first episode, I'm like, oh shit, I'm actually here for this.
Yes, you heard it right, bro.
Reincarnated as a vending machine, and now I wander.
Nigga, what?
Reincarnated as a vending machine, and now I wander the dungeon. That's what we
I
on.
wander the
That's
dungeon.
what we
so
on.
not only is you a vending machine, it's not a vending machine and just like
I thought the nigga was sitting on the block somewhere.
In the dungeon.
What's crazy is the nigga gotta sell so he can have points to live. Because the electricity you use. So that takes away points. So he done calculated how much he needs to sell a day to make it to another day. Bro, he be doing upgrades and shit. He was sitting, at one point, he was sitting there. They was tired of, I forgot what he had at first. And he was like, I should switch it up. And he went to like his little whatever. It switched to like some hot corn soup. They was like, oh, this some new shit. I gotta buy that. Bro, it's great.
So is he like a vending machine for adventurers or whatever in the dungeon?
Yes. It's everything else is old school, like typical adventure shit in anime. Except him. The nigga is a modern vending machine.
He's the power-ups.
And they don't know, like, they never seen people like, what the fuck is this?
Bro,
they just start to
nigga was getting beat up. Y'all just gotta watch it.
I'm gonna watch it. I'm definitely gonna watch it. I've been here a lot.
But it's great. I love it.
Yeah.
Oh, mine is, I'm gonna go like what I was talking about earlier, Extraction 2.
Oh yeah.
Extraction 2 on Netflix. Like that shit was. I enjoyed 1, and I actually took a while to even watch 2. I was like, I'm like, I know what it's about.
When did 2 come out?
Like a month. I think like a month or something. It wasn't that long.
No, it's not pre-recorded, Mel.
But I think it's been a very long time that I've ever watched a movie that I can say that the second movie is better than the first movie. And however they did, however they filmed, like however they shot 2, it's probably the best cinematography I've seen in an action movie because you can tell they did that whole damn movie in like drone cams.
Okay.
But that's what I'm saying. Like it's like the angles you've never really kind of seen these angles like in the fight scenes and the just like the action, whatever you like. This got like the camera's literally like going through the like you like, oh, what the fuck kind of angle is this? Like,
yeah, I'm gonna have to watch it.
So like I feel like, and because it kind of flows so well, like of course it's over the top, like it's Fast and Furious type shit over the top.
Of course.
But I think because like the way I was watching it, felt like I was really watching live action like Call of Duty. Huh?
Sorry, I put 6/7/22.
Damn.
It is definitely not June 7th. It is July 7th.
It's also not 2022.
Yeah, what the fuck is you doing?
I was typing fast. Don't worry about it.
We noticed the title. Appreciate you letting us know.
Jesus Christ, bro. But no, yeah, I think
ain't real for that.
I think like, it was definitely well made. Like this was like whoever I didn't see the director of it. It was the same director, but
I think it was.
But they definitely upped the ante. Like they was like, all right, we know how to shoot. Like, and I feel like if people really follow it, I think we're gonna get a lot more action movies shot in that damn way. Like however he shot it, whatever kind of technique that is, like that, and you see it in the beginning, like the first movie, you're like, oh, this shit looks different. Like it's like an actual, you like this looks like it's like you really feel like you like in a 3D, like you damn near feel like you chase cam, like why this nigga fighting and shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like 2 was that. So that's my recommendation because 2 was definitely. That's the first movie in a long time that I said was better than the first movie.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna watch it.
All right, well, the OG recommendation, man. Make sure you go to GeeksetPodcast.com. As you can see, we have different variations of geek merch. I got my geek shorts on, but you also can get your geek summer wear up, man. And you know what? Use the code Deuces20. Get you 20% off. And I think free shipping, I do believe. I don't know. But yeah, man, go to GeeksetPodcast.com.
Mine's gonna be Didge 21. Get 21% off.
Look at that.
And you know what I'm saying, get you some merch, man. Check out all of our past articles, all of our reviews and everything, man. Like I said, we've been doing a lot, and again, that is the hub to find everything. Make sure you go to the blackgeekdocumentary.com. Yes, we are in full DreamCon mode, Black Geek Documentary. So a lot of updates and things are going to be happening there. So like I said, make sure you go there to get everything that you need about the Black Geek Documentary. Also, hey, man, shout out to Jake. Jake has taken over Geekset Gaming, and Didge and Jake and Jamie, Jesus Christ, man. Didge, Jake, and Jamie, DJJ, they over there on they over there on Geekset Gaming doing stuff. So, you know, I mean, obviously, if you're subscribed to our Geekset page, you'll see it, but go make sure you follow our Twitch, twitch.tv/Geekset, because we're doing more stuff right now. Jake is doing Assassin's Creed 2. And he's running through that. So, you know what I'm saying, if you want to see some dope commentary, some funny moments, and, you know what I'm saying, get more introduced to our gaming content, check us out over there. Also, man, we got on our YouTube page, we got so many different shows. Make sure you go through our playlist. Like I said, you know, just kind of, if you are just a podcast watcher, man, we got One-on-One with Deuces. We got Geekset Rewind. We got Geek, the series, where it's just more do what you love what you do. We have so much content. We got our vlogs and everything like that. Check out all of those extra stuff because, like I said, get introduced to more of who we are, what we do, and then the Lost Holocron, Didge's Star Wars podcast, going crazy.
Missed last week because of my birthday, you know.
Hey, this was chopped, man. This was out here. That picture you posted, I was like, dog, that nigga Didge is gone.
He slap.
Slap dog.
We're recording tomorrow, so it'll be a new episode this week as well.
Yep. And then, man, follow us on all social media at Geekset Podcast. I mean, you'll see a lot of our updates. You'll see all of our handles there and everything like that. And we're going to be posting more about our people. So, you know, Geekset has been growing. Shout out to Yace, man. You know, out here doing her thing. She's going to be at a couple of cons, matter of fact. I want to announce that while I'm here because she's going to be in Artist Alley doing all these cons over there. She's going to be, and I'm probably going to butcher this, so I do apologize.
These Japanese cons.
This is going to be hell. So she's going to be at Konichi Con and then Neon Bashi Con.
That was easy.
Yeah. I mean, hey, yeah.
Bro, what if we came in just knowing?
I thought you were gonna be like,
and then she's gonna be going to GamesCon. And then also, you know, she's going to be doing just more stuff, you know what I'm saying, over there at Nintendo. So shout out to her. But again, look, we are growing. We're bringing more content and everything like that. So just continue to check out the stuff that we're doing, Geekset Podcast and everything like that.
Start spooky hour streams tonight.
Okay, I don't even know what that means.
That was more so a thought for myself. I didn't know you was going to stop.
Ben's going to be doing spooky hour through stream somewhere.
It's playing horror games. That's it. Don't make it nothing.
They actually, the Jason game, they released everything.
I know, I might play that.
Yeah. So like because you know they finna shut it down in a year, so they pretty much gave all the update, everything for free.
Yep, and then you know, go over to Sway's Universe. Check out some of those reviews over there, man. We like I said, we are spreading blurred culture everywhere. That is our goal. So wherever you see Geekset at, check us out. But as always, this is the only podcast that blends hip hop culture and geek culture together, and we are out.
Peace. AJ, you ready to record tomorrow?
Fam came in ass late. Like.
Yeah, that's bro that be doing the Lost Holocron with Didge.
Yeah.
It's a solid episode.
It was.